Connor, I know the media has a ton of questions for you, so I just want to ask you, what do you think of this turnout?
Yeah, fuck the Diaz brothers, yeah? Fuck those cockroaches!
Hey, yo. 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 Hey, yo.
Even though I knew exactly how you felt about me, Macho Man, at this point, I was... It's enough to get me to the boiling point! Are we live?
Live from Studio Z out in Brookfield, Illinois. It is the Diaz Brothers Show with Philip and Brandon Diaz. This week, we're talking everything CGIF and a big new campaign. And unfortunately, a lot of people dying, but here they are, the Diaz Brothers. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
We're back. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
My mic is loud. And yours is not.
Yeah, why is it so low?
And I was the audience. I was speaking. How do we sound?
Am I coming in clear? Hey, Mom, I said, am I coming in clear?
It's
completely unharmed.
Completely unharmed. Feeling good, looking good, Brandon, if I may say so myself. Rearranging some stuff on the set.
Did you?
Well, I took the little tiki guy and I put it over there because I was going to put this Cecil poster up, but we didn't have any time. We didn't have any time to put the Cecil poster up, but it's right next to Brandon on his left side, next to him and Stan.
Yep, it's right here.
Taking a nap over there, Stan. We got 20 people in the chat already. Thank you guys for being here. Hope we're sounding good and looking good. A long night of streams tonight. As you guys are watching, we just had a premiere video on earlier. Give me a shout out if you guys were watching that video. I appreciate it. You guys could go watch it again. It's a new series that we're trying to do, focusing on these awesome comic characters. The first was with Aaron Lepresti talking about Wraith of God. So definitely check that out. And then after the show tonight, Michael Bancroft and I will be doing a deep dive into the Lost Pages 2 over on his channel. He has a new time in the CGIF time slot, Brandon. People are bouncing around back and forth.
Yeah, this is they have not coordinated with the CGIF console.
We're the only ones that are keeping this foundation strong. We're the pillars of CGIF.
Yeah.
And here's your schedule. So 9 p.m. Central Time, late night with CG. It's not that late night anymore. You know?
Why is it so early?
He's switching it around. But
it's weird.
That's directly after this show, guys. You'll be able to hang out with us. Once he gets the video up, I'll do a little redirect thing. So you won't have to click any buttons to get on over. Let's see who's in the chat. A lot of people already this scrolling forever. Jeremy Burt's taking the big cake. First one in the chat over here. Hail, Jeremy. We got Norin, Brad Sinison, Ronan.
What's up?
Jordan Hurst, good to see you in the chat. Nick Gear, American Comics Co.
What's up?
The big Henry Bemis, dropping that link. Thank you, brother. Jay Williams in the chat as well. We got Ace calling in. Atherline.
What's up?
Rand. The list goes on. Piggy, General Piggy, giving a big hey yo. Shout out there. Macho cracks me up every time. Yeah, he's a great man. Angela Curry is here.
What's up?
As always. Scrolling down. That might be it. I think that's everybody. Jonas.
What's up?
Good to see you, Jonas. Spread the word. Just tweeted this out a little bit earlier, so if you guys could tell your buddies about the show. We got a lot to talk about, Brandon. A lot of deaths as well. Death,
Yeah,
death,
what's
death
the deal with that?
being a big section.
It's gonna be 3/4 of the episode.
It is.
today.
I got tabs over on my second monitor, and most of them are about the death of the week.
Yeah,
You know, a lot section. So come here to pay your respects
I guess so.
for sure. Metal Movies and Brewskis just jumped in. What's up, brothers? Rip Gallagher. Yeah, some
No,
spoilers.
you're
Don't
spoiling
spoil
it for everyone.
Don't spoil it.
Jesus.
No spoilers, everybody. And save the watermelon emojis to when we get there. Yeah, because we'll be spamming them in the chat. Yeah, first things first, I guess we'll start off with a little CG Vacation update. This week, we got all the posters.
Yeah, all the domestic posters labeled up, shipped out. Dude, these calendars though.
Talk about it, Ren. I didn't
pissing
update
me
this week.
off.
I didn't update. There's calendar proof.
Yeah,
as
there's
in proof is
calendar
it proof it is existing.
Right.
It exists. And then also the Cecil posters, which are all the domestic ones are shipped out on their way to you. So if you get them, post them up.
Yeah,
Show
yeah.
them
And
us.
then, you could be on the hunt for the true Cecil. Yeah, the posters. I mean, I went over there.
Calendars.
Oh, yeah, the calendars. I went over there because they're just right down the block, and I was like, "What's the deal with these calendars?" And they're just all printed, and I guess now they're all folded, but now they need to be bound.
So you print them, you fold them, and then you bind them together.
Yeah, because the proof was hand folded, and because of the thickness of the cover stock relative to the interior page stock, the cover stock was, I don't know, what would you call it, like chipping or something at the
Fraying?
fold.
Yeah, I would say
And
fraying.
so I was like, what's up with this? And they said that they were going to put it in a machine that was going to score it so that when it folds, it won't chip like that. So maybe that's taken a long time because there's so many of them. I don't know. And then they have to bind it all and stuff, which I feel really bad about because there's such a long time before the people who didn't order the calendar got their books, and then the people who did order their calendar waiting on their books.
Yeah.
Making me feel bad.
Sorry about that, guys. Afterline, though, says, hey, Zaid Comics got my CG Vacation down under.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I know last time we did a campaign before CG Vacation, there was a lot of issues shipping to that hemisphere. So I'm glad
New
that's
Zealand and Australia and all that stuff. But fulfillment is still going ahead. We just have to get those calendars in, and then everything will be shipped out together. I'm willing to wait for quality Zaid products. Hail, brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate
And the
it.
consolation is it's done, like the book is done, right?
Yeah.
It's not very much of a consolation though.
All right, let's move on here. The first, this is a kind of a death as well. Death to original art, Ren. What do you think about this? You brought this up to me. I know back in the day you were on this site. You're probably still on this site.
Yeah, there's this, and then there's ArtStation. There's probably some others. I don't upload my stuff to ArtStation very often because it's a giant pain in the ass.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just stupid.
Upload
like
time?
Yeah, because you have to it's like making a project page, and then so you have to it's just a giant pain in the ass. So if you drag a bunch of files into it, it puts them all into one project, and then all of the drawings are in one as one project. So you go to the page, and then it's just all of these files in one thing. Whereas on DeviantArt, if you drop a bunch of files into it, it makes it individual pieces of items, and then so that goes into your art portfolio on DeviantArt.
Because in ArtStation you can have folders on there,
right,
that are a category of stuff.
Right, and then you could be like, here's the blank piece of paper, and here's the sketch, and this is when I inked it and stuff, and then show, I don't know, but it's a giant pain in the ass. So I don't do that. But
So
DeviantArt, well, they go DeviantArt's a bunch of degenerates and furries and stuff, but it's a much better platform, except for now, which this seems counterintuitive. This is this is kind
So,
of
so
unusual.
here's the news: DeviantArt is launching its own AI generator.
Yeah,
Which
which
we've
is
seen the AI
weird.
scene blow up, led by Sheila Aliens. She's the big CG AI artist. She's in with that crew. I guess there's a scene now. They probably wear, queer berets, snap their fingers a lot. I feel like that would be it. But DeviantArt charging forward with the. Did you click on this link? Should I?
I did not.
Is it
It's
gonna
an
be-
Engadget, so
Is it going to be porn?
no, it's Engadget. It's like a magazine.
What's that mean?
It's like an actual magazine,
like a digital magazine.
Yeah, it's like a website. It would be like clicking on Kotaku
It
or
seems
something.
like it's an article.
right.
DeviantArt is launching its own AI art generator. It's giving artists the power to choose whether to allow the tool to use their style as a direct inspiration. I don't know what that means either.
I guess they're saying that you could choose a user and then the AI will generate art based on that user's art style.
Oh my goodness.
That would be insane. See, here's the thing about this. It's like the arcade selling those stupid mini arcade cabinets for your house with 1 million games in them so that you don't have to go to the arcade ever again, right?
Yeah.
And you get the one-time payment of $150 and then that's the end of it. This is kind of along those lines to me.
MC in the chat says this is the beginning of Skynet.
Once they start copying my art style,
they'll be unstoppable.
then I'll be completely useless.
Jaro in the chat. What's up, Jaro? He says, do people still use DeviantArt? Seems like it's lost its shine over the years or years ago. I haven't gone there in years.
There's a lot of garbage on there, but it's people trying. And then there's also too much of like those fan fictions, people can upload that stuff on there too, which I guess is cool. But like if
like
you're
the writing or something,
right, the writing, there's a ton of that stuff. And, they need to categorize stuff better. They used to have a thing where when you uploaded something at the bottom of it, after you write your description and stuff, you could like hardcore categorize where this thing belonged in the flow chart of DeviantArt. And now you can't do that. I guess it must be automatic or something.
Here's the bad thing about DeviantArt. You go to DeviantArt to look up cool art
of Gambit.
Right. Now this is a totally other thing. You go and look up cool art of Gambit, which as a 17-year-old Phil, you do that a lot. Right. And then you scroll and you get to about page 7 of the search.
It's not page 7 anymore.
I'm sure it's page 1. Page 7 of the search about 10 years ago. And you get Gambit rubbing himself in the nude on Wolverine.
Yeah, right? Or they're making out with Wolverine, or he's pining over Wolverine.
Yeah, or he's using Wolverine's back to play solitaire on.
You can turn on a not safe for work filter, but
but
you should also
making
be
out is considered safe for work if they're just making out. It's it was an epidemic.
I guess it is.
Well, what I was originally going to say is you want to look up
you were looking up Gam butt. Yeah, Metal Moves and Brewski.
That could have been
what was going on.
Yeah, it might have been I'm not the best typist. The thing I was originally going to say was when you're looking up Mystique or Zatanna, you want cool poses or you just want to see cool pictures of them. And then you get to around page 7 and then,
something going on with the algorithm at page 7.
You get to page 7 and it's Mystique, but she's unfathomably overweight.
Yeah, the inflation it's called the style of inflation, right? So like ridiculously huge breasts, like ridiculously huge butt, or they're just like inflated
stretch
body
marks.
overall.
And it wasn't even Biden's America back then. Okay, the inflation was over the roof with these characters.
Yeah,
and
they were trying to warn us. I
I
think
think that's what it was.
DeviantArt knew something.
I don't appreciate it, But what are you going to expect with a website called
Citizen
DeviantArt?
Ronan, he called it, but she's 500 pounds. Yeah, that's when you're uploading something, you can put some tags into it, and you could type in, like sexy girl or whatever, and then it'll be like sexy girl inflation.
Yeah.
No, just sexy girl.
Yeah, it seems like the people running DeviantArt, that's what they're into. Let's see what you guys are saying. Straight up Steinnet blueprint art. If they market it as imitation of artists, then there will be a lot of lawsuits eventually. Yeah, I mean, that was people.
Yeah, but who do you sue? Skynet?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess you sue the computer.
Yeah.
But that was a big thing when NFTs became popular last year, right? People
Was
were
that
having
last year?
Huh?
That was last year?
Yeah,
Right.
I would say that's like
I
a year
guess.
and a half last year. I forget who's I want to say like Tyler Kirkham, artist. He left DeviantArt because people were making NFTs of the stuff he was posting on there.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get any of it,
Well, yeah, he was
profit from
posting
it.
like literal art, right?
Right.
And then people were taking that and minting it as an NFT,
Right.
and he had no recourse.
Oh yeah, Gordon, a good brother in the chase, says it came in at ridiculously huge butts.
It's a good time to come in.
Time to come in. We got 33 people in the chat. Thanks for being here, guys. You're just talking about AI art, DeviantArt creating its own AI system that can supposedly mimic people's art styles.
It's cool, right? Because there's a lot of stuff where you're like, I mean, it's all going to be porn, right? Everybody's going to be like,
no, I'm going to get
I want
a cover by Jim Steranko made by this DeviantArt app.
Yeah, but you don't want to see like, let's say a 500-pound Mystique topless, right? And Gambit and Logan in the background making out, but it's done by Alex Ross.
They're laying
Right.
on her rotund belly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. In kind of like, what are those like big beanbag chair belly button areas? Yeah. They're in there making out. And
no, I would
in
not
a universe
like to see
that's
that.
super shiny.
I wouldn't like to see that.
Yeah, but there are people that are going to want to see this. They should start doing AI stuff of things we can't already get. Things like we can get people's drawings and stuff. It should be stuff that like you can't attain, like smell-o-vision. We don't have smell-o-vision yet. Why don't they put AI working on smell-o-vision?
What else can't you attain?
Smell-o-vision. All right.
All right, get on it, everybody. We got a sci-fi for me TV says this AI stuff is going to end in tears. You think he says tears or tears? And maybe some lawsuits. Interchangeable there. Yeah, that's that's something to worry about there. Nah, guys, don't have to go to conventions to ask Andy Smith to do superhero prawn.
Yeah, that's really going to kill the industry. Fortunately.
That's true.
Yeah, if it's anything like the AI art we've been getting with the 12 fingers and the fish eye looking off to the side, we have give it 10 years, it'll probably fix itself.
Check this out. Rand Nana says my local arcade is a taco joint. Coincidentally, also smells like joints.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, AI art's gonna be the downfall, like we said. And how this is the stuff you could ask for the AI art. You could just be like, hey, I want a Kenneth Roquefort sketch card, but drawn by AI.
A Kenneth Roquefort sketch card, but drawn by Dale Keown.
merging the two styles. I mean, that would be the when Skynet takes over is when they have the capability of forming a new artist out of two pre-existing artists. Look at this. This is awesome. Great Kenneth art. Drawn some Witchblade. I don't know what kind of shirt he's wearing though, or she's wearing. Is an O and a G. I think it's a Cyberfrog hint.
Yeah, maybe.
That's pretty cool. Great stuff, Kenneth. Shouts to Kenneth Rocafort. Go check out Groken 2. Still on. I think it's in demand still. Just wanted to show that off. You know,
Gordon Goodbrother. I filled out the supposed DeviantArt AI opt-out form. What do you have to? You have to fill out a form,
dude,
to opt out of
Here,
some stupid crap that you didn't even sign up for.
A totally AI level. They are over the past 17 years have collected all this art from people and are running it through a program to learn everyone's style, just to rip off everybody. So maybe that opt out thing is they can't cache your art that's on there in their database, so they can't steal your style.
It's too late now. There's a lot of garbage on DeviantArt. So like all of that, what is it, the My Little Pony?
The bronies,
yeah. There's a lot of bronies on there.
Got Hojo in the chat. What's up, Hojo?
What's up?
Good to see you.
Rokion.
Rokion. We got Henry Bemis said this earlier. He says, I've read through CG Vacation a few times now, and I keep finding new favorite pieces. Hell yeah, there's a lot.
Awesome.
A lot in there. Big book.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is not filled with seed oils. The book, at least. All right. AI is
probably used some seed oils in the production process, but it is where seed oils belong, in a manufacturing process.
Would you say that?
Yeah, that's exactly where they belong.
In the machines.
Right.
I think that they're going to use seed oils at Skynet to lube all them, lube the Terminators. Yeah, Michael Bancroft in the chat. What's up, Bancroft?
What's up?
I sent you a message, Michael. I got to redirect my streamers to your streamers. Check this out. CG News, guys. Have you seen this? Have you gotten yours? I haven't gotten mine yet. Lady Alchemy is shipping now. Remember this book from 3 years ago?
Yeah, I do.
Well, it's shipping now. Went through a lot of history here.
I do.
Went through a big revamp of artists. She was getting taken to court from her previous artist because he said he was the creator of the character. I mean, the character obviously is based on her, right? Martina Marcota. We all know her. Remember her from the back in the day. Lady Alchemy. I think this is a wraparound cover as well. She came back strong. Got Von Klaus to help with the writing of this, and a new artist, which I was actually excited about. I prefer this newer art from the old art, and it was a book I was actually hyped for because I'm like, oh, this could be like CG Zatanna. You know, I dig Zatanna, but I'm glad it's finally out now. If you guys,
it's too bad it didn't come out 6 months ago.
I know. I messaged her. I'm like, hey, when's your book going to be out? You put Lady Alchemy in CG Vacation, and she's like, it's coming. And then now it's coming.
Yeah. Well,
but it was too late. So hopefully next time.
Play the great job.
Do we have a great job?
Maybe. There it is.
Great job.
Great job, Martina. Glad you're getting this out. And I'm excited for mine. I'm excited to read it. Hail Martina. We got Hail CG. We got Slacker in the chat. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Somebody was asking what the IF stands for, and I can only imagine the IF in CGIF.
Is that?
Yeah, it was up there.
Was it up there? Well, it's because it's CG stands for Comicsgate, and then IF. Well, don't take it from us. Just watch this video.
Today is fine day in California. Huh?
Yeah, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
CGIF.
It's the Friday night lineup, everybody. And like I said, tonight after the show, I'll be on with Bancroft on his channel. New early time slot, everyone. New early time slot. All right. So we went over Lady Alchemy. What else is on the docket? Oh, so more CG news. We all know about the shadow banning, Brandon. We talked about this a little bit last week.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so at first, campaigns, we'll give you a little rundown. At first, the campaigns, like our campaign, like CG Vacation, was slightly not promoted. Well, I
Yeah.
would say ghosted, right?
Sure.
You couldn't naturally find it on the Indiegogo site. You could search it, though, if you knew what, the title of the campaign. Then we fixed that. Took about a month to fix. Got it resolved. And then newer campaigns were launching and having issues. If you go even back before our campaign, they had some censoring issues with the Black Terror. They wanted the decapitations not shown on the campaign page. Understandable, I guess.
Is it
big violence? But now the shadow banning is going to the extent of you can't even search these campaigns on Indiegogo. Inglorious Rex, Mike Barron's book, and seemingly it was just random, and we didn't get any answers. We were hoping that it wasn't specific to CG or anything. And then just at the beginning of this week, a bunch more high CG campaigns got shadow banned. You can't search Graham's book, Wraith of God. Now books that are not even active, they're in demand. Wraith of God's in demand. It's happening to Patrick's Rainbow the Brute, which is really interesting because that one's super old and has been in demand for a very long time. So brings up more questions.
Yeah.
Of what's going on.
Unusual.
Very unusual.
Because that's like, what is that called? Being passive aggressive about it. If it's intentional, why not just be like, we're not going to platform your stuff. And that's just that. But here it's like, yeah, we'll still take your money, and that's if it's intentional, of course. I don't know if it's intentional.
You don't know. And it raises so many questions. I was talking to Shane about it a couple weeks ago, and we were saying, like, hopefully it's just like a glitch in the system, because it seems like a lot of new things are being put into play for the site, like for refunds. When people refund creators, we don't have to pay the credit card fees on the refund anymore.
Yeah.
And they've changed new UI system. They had that tip thing. They switched it around on the checkout area, where the user interface is different now. So I was saying maybe it's just updates to the site are happening. But now I don't know, kind of seems targeted, which is unfortunate. Comics Legend in the chat says, hi, DIAZ Brothers in the chat. Great news. Looks like Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet may be fulfilled by the end of the year. How long do you think it will take Rainbow the Brute to be completed? I don't think that's a question for us. Yeah, I don't know. I did get that update, though. He showed off the chromium covers. He got like the proofs in. They look really cool. I got the Kelsey Shannon one, the one on the motorcycle, so badass. I'm hoping that that's the next thing he fulfills is Rainbow the Brute, because people are going to want Cyberfrog 3 right away as well. So
yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, the goal is always, I mean, at least for us, is to close the amount of time we
always
can
be closing.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean? Like close the amount of time intervals in between campaigns and stuff.
Right.
And that would be great. I wish everybody was on that. That would be awesome.
So let's see. It's crazy. Some books are trending with closed campaigns. Yeah, that is weird. Their algorithm's all messed up. Just sent you a DM.
Yeah, it's bogus because you're not going to get incidental purchases or, new fans finding you. That's one of the issues I have with going and starting, like, for example, our own crowdfunding on our website, right? Like, we're probably going to get 10% of the funding we would get on Indiegogo just because it's, you got to go to another thing and you got to enter your card information again and stuff. And any extra little step it takes
Something
stops
that
the consumer.
could dissuade them.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
dissuades them. And so now they have to know to go to zaidcomics.com and they have to go to the page where the campaign is running. And then, it's going to be a different UI. So now, they don't know, they're not used to it and stuff. And so that's why having like that nice centralized Indiegogo is so good, just because everybody in the community here already knows how to use it.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get incidentals, from anybody just surfing around.
Yeah, it stinks because we're rearing up for Lost Pages 3, and now it's like, what's going on, and where things are going to lie. So the next probably 3 months are going to determine what's going to happen with everything in crowdfunding. In the meantime, here, Yanzi Lynn Davis, you guys have heard of her, put together a site. See, what's it called? Comics Great. How did they get that? Comicsgreats.com.
It's Comics Greats.
Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty, it's a good title. I mean, it's no CG Now.
Right. cgnow.net.
Yeah. It's no cgnow.net. But it's pretty good. So this is something she put together that is for specifically active campaigns, active or in-demand campaigns you could grab on Indiegogo, CG stuff. And seems like she did it out of the catalyst of the shadow bans. You have these campaigns right here were for some of the first 3 big shadow band ones. I don't know if Camels is, but you guys, I think it's similar to CG Now. You could submit. You gotta, she says, put a specific sized image here, similar to IndieCron, what IndieCron's been doing. So there you go. And it's a WordPress theme by WordPress. So you guys could check that out if you're looking for the specifically shadow banned ones. But we've talked about them a hell of a lot over the past couple weeks. Yeah. So there's that. Check that out. People putting in work.
Yeah, places like that could be pretty cool. But at the same time, to go there, you have to kind of already be in the community, right?
I mean, that's what Bancroft was talking about, and I've heard a lot of people, and I agree, is the more we fracture and have specific sites, not only does it split us a little bit, it isolates us from those outside channels that would flood in from a place like Kickstarter or Indiegogo.
Right.
And you don't want that. You don't want to be in this bubble, because then you're going to suffocate yourself. And then I'm going to have to hang out with Aaron Calamari all the time. What's up, Aaron? Hi, Zaiders. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Aaron Calamari.
What's up?
What's up? I'll give him a what's up.
What's up?
There you go.
There you go. Rearing. You got Jay Ryan in the chat. What's up, Jay Ryan? Angela Curry says, I wonder if it has something to do with the creator attached with the campaign. Snowman is all caps book, but not shadow banned. Yeah, I mean, Ethan has a bunch of Cyberfrog stuff up right now that's not. The only thing is Rainbow the Brute.
Yeah,
so
it could be the timing, like you were
Right.
saying. It could just be some incidental thing where their new logic for whatever, bringing in new campaigns. Because, like, I'm not into coding or anything like that, but you're writing scripts for programmers, non-moderators to like add stuff to your website, right? And effectively, they don't even have to be vetted, so like whatever kind of new procedure they have in there, it could just be some incidental problem.
I hope so. We also need to start expanding to other creative projects besides comics, stuff like Rocket and what's that? Sursova magazines. short films, etc. People have tried doing games before. Rocket, I think, is awesome. I love the format of that. Steve is killing it on there. I wish it would get more publicity. We're gonna have him probably on next week or the week after to talk about that.
One of the biggest problems, I think, just in general, that we have, even just ourselves at Zaid Comics, is economies of scale are not good enough to produce stuff that's outside the realm of just the comics that we could do ourselves. With everything the way that we want to do things and have good quality stuff that's made in the United States, it's expensive, and obviously the more you sell, the cheaper it gets. We haven't reached that point. So like, can't even imagine trying to make a film or a video game or something like that where we'd be able to do it regularly on a schedule, like a magazine, like Rocket.
Yeah.
If you could put out something monthly, would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, even like CG Vacation. CG Vacation, not a comic book. It's, the almost pinup style swimsuit book. Has over 66 creators worked on this. And I don't know, you want to say how much it was per book to print? Because this is hardcover,
I don't remember.
oversized. It's an expensive book to print.
Yeah.
You got glossy interior and glossy hardcover. This stuff is very expensive to make.
Right. And, we're not ordering 10,000 of them. So, I mean,
yeah. But I
is
love
what
the
it
magazine idea. Steve's killing it with it.
Yeah,
He's
that
the
would
guy to
be
do it.
so cool. Like, I mean, think about like newspapers back in the day, right? Or they're putting out 2-3 issues a day,
Right.
And they can get away with that. They have the manufacturing facilities in house. They have tons and tons of writers and content creators and editors and stuff on staff. Hopefully one day we can get there. I think that everybody's so far apart that community that we have, the timetable that it takes to collaborate isn't like if everybody was in the same building every day all the time. If we were, probably do a magazine every month easily on top of the stuff that we were
right. We
working
got
on.
Rick Saylor in the chat. What's up, Rick?
What's up?
He says CG Vacation was awesome. Thank you so much. You guys can still get it on the Indiegogo right now. It'll be shipping out. Aaron says, which one of you degenerates gave me a channel membership? Aaron, you probably, I don't know.
Probably got one of Sumo Thori's.
Yeah, one of his gifted
casted out the
memberships.
nets.
That's right. Hail Sumo. Yeah, and you guys could sub as a channel member. We do comic strips that are exclusive for channel members. The Masquerade one will be coming out next week, number 2. We also do behind the scenes look at the comic creation concepts, characters, stuff like that. So definitely sign up to the channel membership. Andy and Dennis's Core Draft has a D&D style game built in with the comic. The cards are playable. Yeah, our buddy Passion for Drawing actually did something different than your traditional comic. He did a Conan magazine style book.
Yeah.
Tales of Nova Terra, which is awesome. Probably flew under the radar for some of you guys, but if you were watching us for a while, you probably would have saw him promoting it on the hard line. And it's short stories like the Conan magazines. It's got your D&D style kind of like game layout in the back of how, and a scenario to play as well. I wrote a short story. It's prose, and so did Eddie Winkler. So it has more of a novel-esque type short story in there, and it's all fantasy. It's all in his world. So look up Tales of Nova Terra. If you got some mods in the chat, if you could drop links to Tales of Nova Terra and CG Vacation, that would be awesome. I think Tales is still in demand. Hopefully it is. It's wrapping up right now. All right, we're 41 minutes, and I have to be on mics at 8 o'clock our time, so we got time. Let's see what we're talking about. This is something cool, Brandon. I don't know if you saw this. Bringing this up, the man himself, Doug Jones. Oh yeah, I did see this. I just watched a film starring Doug Jones, The Shape of Water. You ever seen it?
And I did not.
You should watch it. think your girlfriend would like it a lot. My girlfriend refused to watch it for a long time, and then we watched it, and she ended up liking it. It's one best picture that year.
Dude,
Anyways, he was basically just Abe Sapien.
yeah,
from
it's just
Hellboy.
that's why I didn't watch it.
One of the earliest gigs playing Mac Tonight for 27 McDonald's TV commercials. 27 commercials? That's awesome. This photo is from McDonald's convention just after the campaign went national 35 years ago in 1987. Moonhead and Mechanics by Steve Neal. Look at that. Look at that
Isn't
sculpt,
that head
man.
so
I gotta
awesome.
make
That's
this
so
big.
cool.
That is so cool.
And it's all like armature and robotics inside and stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
what
he
moves
said.
on him?
It's probably he's
Mouth
got
and stuff?
he's got to open his mouth, right? Yeah,
How
somebody
cool.
in the comments here was blowing him up for getting facial surgery for because I guess he didn't like the way that he looked.
He got plastic surgery?
Yeah, so he like did his chin and his mouth or something like that.
I mean, he looks more normal here, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
It was probably all those gear malfunctions.
He wanted to look more like Mac Tonight.
I don't blame him. Mac Tonight's a freaking pimp, man. Doug Jones was the surfer in that F1 sequel.
It's F4.
Sorry, F4.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
sequel,
Silver Surfer.
Yeah, they should have made a Silver Surfer movie with Doug Jones's Silver Surfer. That would have been awesome.
So he played the Silver Surfer's body, but it was voiced by Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Doesn't he look like a particular CG creator?
Let's pull the chat. Chat, who do you think in CG Doug Jones looks like? Who does
the person I'm talking about never shows his face. Very rarely shows his face.
that we know what he looks? Oh yeah. I guess so. Yeah, you're right. This could very well. Should we say it?
I guess.
Yeah, this looks like here. This looks like Chimera for sure.
It does look like Chimera.
Not Shane Davis.
And Angela is saying that he's cute. So, I mean, Chimera's out there.
That's true.
He's single.
We'll let Chimera know. Angela. I agree the moon face is cute. Ryan. But then check this out. Get our boy awesome. Matt Fowler. I mean, we've seen this in person. Actually, I actually own the original painting from your Happy Meal cereal box ads. It's hanging in our kitchen. Matt Fowler, of course, creator of Tiger Blue, Dixie Rose, avid CG writer.
Big fan of getting stepped on.
Big fan of getting stepped on at cons. And this literally is a photo from his kitchen hanging up. Look at that.
Yeah,
the original art, the painting by Tom Dubois. How sick is that? Yeah, it was so cool to see. For my buddy. Oh, it's signed? God, now I can't steal that.
Matt the
Knife. Do you think it was signed for someone else? And it just been like, oh, your name's Matt. Let me give this to you.
Well, I think Matt probably changed his name.
Matt the Knife.
I'm saying Fowler changed his name so that he could have this.
Oh, yeah. His name wasn't Matt.
Yeah.
I thought he was like a mob muscle. They call him Matt the Knife. So you could see here on the back of cereal boxes.
Yeah,
why would you need a McDonald's ad on a Trix box?
On the back of a cereal box? Yeah, I don't know. And dude, that burger looks just as unappetizing as an actual McDonald's burger. It doesn't even make it look good. It looks like he captured the realism of a true McDonald's burger.
That's right. Yeah. And this is Tom Dubois, great painter.
Jaro wants you to commission Bisley do Mac Tonight.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That would be awesome. He'd kill it. Let's see. We got Sci-Fi for Me says he also played Billy Butcherson in the Hocus Pocus films.
Yeah.
That's right. It was one of his first roles as well. Shelby Robertson in the chat. He says, driving home from a tramp park. Hail chat. Diaz Bros. Hail Mac McFuggin tonight.
at a tramp park. They still have those?
I don't know what that is.
Well, he's in Arizona, which is near Reno.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. The prostitution's legal over there.
Oh, is that like lot lizards?
There we go.
and
It's this
stuff?
trampoline.
Oh.
Like a trampoline.
I see.
There you go. That makes more sense. Comics Legend says he looks like both Dale and Shane combined. I can see that. Scrolling. Got a lot of people in the chat, Bren. It's great. Great chat. What do you call it when people chat?
Engagement?
Participation. Engagement, participation.
Yeah.
Sumo Thori is here. What's up, Sumo? Good to see you, brother.
What's up?
Loving that avatar. You're looking fresh, thick. All right. So there you go. That's kind of the levity to the stream. That brings the stream up to the tip of the roller coaster.
Yeah.
It is about to plummet
Now it's
down.
the big crash.
Now it's the big crash for all of the deaths of the week. And it wouldn't be a death without the intro.
It's time for the death of the week.
Sumo Thori just gifted 5 Zaid comic memberships out there. So
5.
Rand Nada just
Jesus!
grabbed one. Jeremy Burtz grabbed one. Jaro, Afterline, Comics Legend.
Jesus!
Let's see, what is that? 2,
I think that's 5.
4, 5. That's all 5 of them right there.
Hail Sumo.
So yeah, look at you guys get access to those emojis.
Hail Sumo, thank you for the gifts. And yes, your your avatar does look
Extra thick.
That is right.
Extra thick.
Extra thick. Shelby didn't even grab one. You know, he wasn't on his toes. He's driving.
He's driving. You don't want him to crash. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So death of the week. Death still on Indiegogo, in demand. I don't know if it's shadow banned, but you guys could still back it.
He said it was like some small amount of money away from some large goal.
Amount of money.
Yeah.
That's what it is every week. Let me see. Death. But what happens if you Google death?
Let's see. Go is the top one.
Oh, that shows up right when you Google death.
I wonder if
death.
that's just
amazing.
because you've been there before.
I don't know. I'm not even signed into mine. A Google account.
That's true.
Yeah, it might be.
That's true.
So he's at 73,965. So he's
So $35 away from 74,000.
that is right. This could be you guys could be the ones that tip the scale and get JJB over to 74,000. This amazing over 300 page graphic novel, just the first of many in the Death series. It is crazy action, sci-fi, monsters, robots, all out war, literal war. You got angels, and I can only imagine there's going to be demons in here too.
There might be demons.
There might be demons, but if you love this art, if you love the Hardline and John Joe Ball, then grab this and get him over that hump. Now, on to the sad parts of death. Let me see, where is it? Here it is. Carlos Pacheco died. Remember this image, Brandon?
I do remember this image. I've seen it before.
The artist of this, X-Men artist, awesome artist, died. And I'm like, I wanted to bring this up, but I didn't know what to pull up. And I'm like, oh, Brandon's definitely going to see this or have remembered this.
That's the coolest Cyclops.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You like that Cyclops?
Sumo Theory just gifted another 5 channel memberships.
Jesus!
So
Hell
Angela
yeah.
grabbed one. Robert
Jesus!
H. Nam de Gre,
Jesus!
Jim Cox,
Jesus!
and then
Jesus!
Simon Simpotier
Sim. Hail Sim.
coming in and grabbing one on the tail end there.
Yeah, Sumo gone wild. Hail Sumo. We got a wild Sumo in the chat here. So yeah, I love this piece. Iceman and his throne. I love the Gambit, even though he's super far back. Cool pose. And I remember this specifically from those old X-Men books, those like DK books that we had. And this was, a big double page spread. And I'm sure it was a poster at one point as well.
Definitely. It's a perfect poster.
So
Cyclops there with the Zaid Comics hourglass on the belt.
yeah, that's what those. Awesome piece, and he will be missed. Sunfire is the best, says Sumo. Yeah, you would say that, Sumo. All right, who else died, Brandon?
Everybody.
Big news today.
Everyone died.
You know, we're on
We
top
could
of
already
things.
see it. It showed the preview.
We're on top of things here at Zaid Comics. We live hour to hour, bringing you the hourly news.
Yeah.
And Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, everybody that has ever seen an animated series or video game that he's voiced reads the comics in the Kevin Conroy voice. It's just the pinnacle.
Do you remember
ultimate
the
version.
time when there would be a new Batman cartoon like The Batman or Batman the Brave and the Bold, and it was not by Kevin Conroy, and you're like, wow, this isn't Batman's voice, you know? Those guys did good jobs. But yeah, I was looking at Kevin Conroy's IMDb, and it's funny. I found it funny where the start of his career in like the 80s, he's just doing like odd jobs and stuff, TV spots and things like that.
Yeah.
And then 1993 happens and Mask of the Phantasm. And then everything after that, except for maybe 5 things for what, 30 years is just Batman.
Yeah.
Or Bruce Wayne.
I could see that, man. I mean, the animated series, Justice League Unlimited, and then the Arkham games, I'm sure gave him a buttload of money, you know.
Yeah, there's basically no reason for him to pull any other jobs. He was in some other couple of small things where it was kind of like a joke that he's Batman's voice and it's this, you know, Batman's voice is this character in this other thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, it was just straight up Batman Bruce Wayne for the rest of his life.
Henry Beeman says, I never knew who the voice actor was, but he was Batman back in the day. Yeah. I mean, and even till the newest Killing Joke thing that they did, the animated movie.
Yeah, he did probably one of the latest things was the Metaverses Batman.
Oh, he did the voice
in Metaverses. Yeah. He was in Injustice or Multiverses. Yeah, Multiverses.
Yeah, all the video games and stuff. Shelby says, I wish the universe took Hamill instead. It's not nice.
Conroy is the one who started the dual voice for Batman. So says his bio on his
Dual
website.
voice.
You mean like where Bruce Wayne has one voice and Batman has a
Like
second
a different voice? Yeah, he probably changed his voice a little bit.
Dude, there's a video of Adam West talking to himself as Batman and Bruce Wayne on 2 phones, and he's doing 2 voices.
Yeah, it was a great episode.
Yeah.
I think Batman the Animated Series was the last cartoon I regularly watched. You got to check out Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League's great. But if you're never going to watch another cartoon, I would say that's probably the high notes to leave off on. Babylon Bee did come out earlier today saying that experts confirmed that Batman the Animated Series was the pinnacle of human civilization. So, you know, if you're going to stop watching TV or cartoons, that's probably the place to stop right there.
It's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
Going forward with the deaths, not only of this week but today, because we bring you the hour-to-hour news. Wait, is this it? Well, this is earlier in the week. We got the death of Neil Gaiman's marriage. Best-selling fantasy author Neil Gaiman and his singer wife Amanda Palmer announced they're divorcing after 11-year open marriage. There they are.
It's only 11 years.
I mean, for being an open marriage, that's a long run.
Yeah, but how long was it open?
That's
was it open
true.
the entire time, or was it like just the last couple of weeks and then that's why they got divorced?
I mean, that is what's Chemo say? Chemo said, I didn't read the headline properly and was about to make a joke that it was probably an open marriage, but open marriages are the joke. There you go. Whoops. Push the wrong button.
Bring out the open marriage dancers.
Nope. I guess I don't have a rim shot. Oh, I do. It was on the previous page. There we go. Chemo. Good job there. So Neil's marriage dead.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
We got Angela Curry in the chat with a $2 super chat. Says it's Friday and time for a bonk. Cheers. And she does the bonk emoji in
That's
the super
true.
chat. Hail, Angela. Thank you so much. And here's your bonk. Yeah, you got that old school bonk going.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Angela.
First bonk of the night.
First bonk of the night. That's right. Shelby says, "What a surprise! Who could have predicted that an open marriage dissolution, boys?
That means that it dissolves.
Yeah, he could have said dissolves. These big words, Shelby. If it was open, it wasn't a marriage. Dude sold Angela to Marvel. No sympathy from me." Yeah, Angela from Spawn went to court with Todd McFarlane because Neil Gaiman writes the issue of Spawn that Angela's in.
That introduces her.
Yeah, and takes him to court because he says he created her. He wins the court case and then sells Angela to Marvel.
And then what did they do with her?
They put her in some comics, I guess. So here you get no sympathy from Ja
You
Rule.
come out here and try to get the sympathy of the people, but you don't get my sympathy at all.
You don't get that.
Yeah, no
sympathy.
simpy. What a stupid decision. Like that doesn't even make any sense because she's not even that big of a deal,
Right.
right? And then they never used her ever again.
I think they made toys and stuff. Read a dictionary, not a directory. Philip Andro.
Director.
Neil Gaiman was okay with woke Sandman casting, only to walk it back recently. F him. Everybody's hating on Neil Gaiman. You know, I just wanted to shine some light on his misfortune, but you know, some people take it too far. They made Angela into Thor's sister. Oh. I guess.
I don't know.
Aaron
I don't
knows
care
more than
about
I do.
Thor.
Yeah,
I didn't care about Thor before the movies. In fact, I had a complete distaste for Thor when the movies came out, and I didn't want to see it at all.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even like the first one.
Yeah. The first one was it felt like an episode of a TV show. It felt very short, and you know, they were getting their pacing and stuff back then. But yeah, I don't know. It's probably
I liked
I'd rather watch it now than some of the more recent stuff. Like I'd probably rather watch that Thor than either of like the big
I liked Ragnarok.
Avengers movies. Yeah, Ragnarok was fun.
I don't know anybody that's seen that new Thor movie.
The new Love and Thunder.
Yeah. I know no one that's seen that.
I didn't even see Thor 2.
We do have Shelby in the chat here throwing up some scissors, and you know what that means. I mean, I don't think you've seen this yet, Shelby, but he's scissoring for a reason. Get your scissors out, everybody.
Scissor me, Daddy!
Everybody loves it, Brandon. It's a thing. That one's just for Shelby. It's terrible. The Love and Thunder. What's up, Darth Vader?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I won't watch it. New Black Panther is coming out though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
it's fine. I'm not gonna. I don't
guess.
really care about it. What was the thing? Somebody was saying something, and then I was just equating it back to the accent again.
Namor.
Yeah, the Namor thing. Yeah, where they were mispronouncing Namor over and over again.
Yeah. The Joe posted that. He showed us Drunk 3PO. I don't know if you saw it, but Drunk 3PO tweeted out
a good
Yeah,
way
yeah, I
to
saw
get
that, yeah.
viewers on your review videos is to
Yeah.
purposely pronounce a character's name wrong.
Dude,
So everybody chat
this is a YouTube thing,
comments,
right? So
corrects you in the comments.
there's a channel that I watch sometimes and I'll just put it on in the background and it's like top 5 unknowns or something, top 5 mysteries. And it's just this guy and he just gets 5 stupid things. And it's just a content farm channel, right?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of times it's the same stuff over and over again. But the guy's probably young. He's probably younger than you even.
Me?
Yeah.
No
And
one's younger than me.
and he mispronounces words that are like very common stuff. And I don't have an example for him, but like it's kind of like the thing when you mispronounce Oregon State, right? And everybody gets all bent out of shape, but it's like some other thing, you know? And I was watching a different video and it was that guy who I was talking about who was doing the narrations for this other channel.
Yeah.
He was doing a video about alien abductions and the first people that got abducted mainstream by aliens and how the woman drew this map of a star map and it matched later on. It matched the star map of this star system called Zeta Reticuli. And I'm like,
Reticuli?
Yeah. And would you be able to like pull that out of your head? Like, where are the aliens from? Zeta.
No, I don't.
Okay, so Zeta Reticuli, right? Because
Okay.
they're the reticulans, right? And it's like Reticuli is what you're getting out
Maybe
of
she's
this
Italian.
guy. Yeah, like a pasta.
It does
And-
sound like a pasta. See, Aaron says never mispronounce Bernard though. Getting some Bernard love in the chat.
yeah.
Hail
Yeah,
Bernard.
I was now thinking about it. It's like, are these guys just doing it so people correct them in the chat?
Yeah. I mean, Oregon is the correct way of pronouncing Oregon.
I don't know. I just say it however I say it, you know, at the time.
All right. And finally, for death of the week, like we said, always bringing you up-to-date news. Gallagher, the comedian known for smashing watermelons as part of his act, has died. He was 76.
10 years older than Kevin Conroy.
10 years, yeah, exactly 10 years older to the day.
Yeah.
76 years old. Gallagher, never seen his comedy act.
Yeah.
Only seen him through osmosis of pop culture, of him being featured or referenced. But let's get some watermelons and
We
hammers
had
in the
that
chat,
big
guys.
hammer, right? And then the hammer, when I was a kid, I was always like, why is he using that big mallet sideways? Because it would be like wide. He'd be hitting it with like the side of the mallet.
Was he?
Thing? Yeah, but it was because the mallet head had 2 big holes in it or several big holes. So when he would smash down on stuff, it would like shoot through the holes and make like a bigger fountain type
Really?
thing. Yeah. Instead of using it as like a big mallet, because it was just a big piece of wood.
Yeah. Is this guy funny? I'll have to look up. We should pull up some clips sometime.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess we'll have to do. He's not going to be Norm Macdonald. That's the thing, you know.
No, yeah.
But
Yeah, we did that draw stream with Shelby and we were playing some Norm Macdonald stand-up. Pretty good stuff.
Really, we didn't even get claimed for any of that.
No, we didn't get claimed.
That's because Norm Macdonald belongs to the people.
It was like a Gotham comedy show too, like their
Yeah.
channel. They didn't claim us.
Yeah.
I also privated the video after we streamed, but I don't think that should do anything.
Aaron Calamari coming in with the topical, low-hanging jokes.
Good job, Aaron. Norm is GOAT. That's right. Yeah, he's great. Appreciate them. Watermelons and hammers. Everybody's paying their respects there. All right. More topical news, guys. This morning, Brandon asked me, hey, what are we going to talk about on stream tonight? And I said, I don't know. And then we just went with where the world took us, you know.
Yeah, it
Internet.
ended up coming up with all kinds of great topics.
Bunch of great topics. As you guys could see, the title of the stream is They drew first kill.
They drew first kill. They drew first kill. They drew first kill.
They drew first kill. And the reason for that being, if you guys didn't know, without any announcement, any hints, any media press,
Yeah, no promotion.
no promotion.
No
Your
big
boy Zach
billboards.
does it again, and he puts up a campaign once more called First Kill graphic novel. And you guys guessed it. This is a Rambo comic book written by Sylvester Stallone and Chuck Dixon. I know that Zach has been working on this for a while.
And this is all
because
AI art, right?
This is all AI art.
Mm.
No, it's not all AI art. It's art from a bunch of different people. And, he did the Expendables. Obviously, we've heard from Chuck Dixon that he's friends with Sylvester Stallone. He got him to do the Expendables comic, and now he's doing Rambo.
Phil got mad at me because I guess there was a trailer, and then I kept saying Dick's Chuckin' over again.
And he didn't understand that this was a Rambo book. I mean, we
Yeah,
could.
I
It's
missed the
actually
point.
not it's not long. We could have. Yeah, we could listen to this.
Why is it the selling point that it comes with a free set of dog tags?
That's his thing.
Why is
man.
it in that first?
Zach's
line
got a
right there?
big side hustle, and it's making dog tags.
Oh, he over manufactured dog tag blanks, and he's trying to get rid of them. He's trying to unload them.
Maybe, but it
We
goes
need a
with
comic campaign.
goes with the brand. All right, let's see if you guys could hear this. Could be an echo.
Jaro.
What's Jaro say?
Jaro. He knows.
Oh yeah, wake me up when they do Demolition Man comics.
Yes. This is exact. I don't want anything else. I just want Demolition Man comic books.
Yeah, Demolition Man would be a top IP for me to bring back.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we were going to do comics,
Yeah.
like that. Demolition Man. What was the other one? Warriors would be fun too. Shelby would probably want to do Warriors.
Yeah,
but yeah,
maybe.
Demolition Man.
There's some things
would
out
be
there.
up there.
Demolition Man's probably top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. I'm really high on that movie right now.
You get
Yeah, Demolition Man's awesome. All right, let's get into this. Oh, also Sumo says, why are only 2 days left on the campaign? We'll get into that. Let's listen to Zach. Is there an echo? What do you guys think about the
Hi
audio?
everyone, it's your boy Zach, and the First Kill graphic novel Indiegogo campaign is now live. Rambo's First Tour of Duty, story by Sylvester Stallone and Chuck Dixon. Free set of dog tags with every order. In May of last year, I got an email from Chuck Dixon.
Like how he made this
Sit down before
after
you
the
read this."
campaign was already open and had sold $1,000 worth of copies.
Dude, I didn't even realize that. The video is made while the campaign was
Right,
live.
the campaign's already live.
It didn't have a trailer on
That's why there's only 2 days left.
Well, here it says 3 days. But Zach's notorious for putting these trailers that are literally like 26 minutes of him just talking about the campaign in the book.
Yeah.
So this is a better start. It's only 2.5 minutes. I feel like he edited this a little bit too. Like he was cutting out the ums.
Oh yeah. Well, you're sitting on the toilet in the bathroom. I mean, you could hear it in the audio, and there's gonna be some ums and some weird noises you want to edit out.
Yeah. Well, let's get back.
He's like, Stallone wants to do a book about Rambo in Vietnam. I'm like, let's go. So it's the First Kill graphic novel, and then there is a brand new comic book written by Will Jordan, the critical drinker, called A New Kind of War. It's about Troutman, Rambo's mentor, during his days as a young officer in the Korean War. As many people, but not everyone knows, Stallone is a writer in addition to being an actor.
True.
He created Rocky. He wrote Rambo movies. He wrote all of the Expendables movies. So I had always gotten into my head that Rambo was this loner, morose character his entire life. And Stallone is like, no, he was the captain of the football team. This is Rambo before he's special forces. So he's a regular Joe, just in the common ranks
Unusual
before
art
he
style.
distinguished himself.
Yeah, there's a
and
bunch
caught
of
the
different
attention
artists
of
on
Earl
here.
Troutman
What is-
and
There's
guys
actually he
recruiting
actually
Is this a
shows out a lot of
cover?
artists. I
So First
think
Kill
that is
has the main,
main
cover
cover.
by Dale Keown, and he's revved up. He's working on it right now. The
Dude,
hardcover is
Rambo
by
meets
a
Pitt?
living legend.
Rambo meets Pitt on that Rambo cover.
Yeah,
by
on the
Dale?
Rambo cover.
That would be hilarious.
He's contractually obligated to put Pitt on all the
So
covers.
these has 2 Rockstar covers. You got Dale Keown doing a Rambo cover. And then this is news to me.
Simon Bisley. We're talking Lobo.
Simon
Batman
Bisley.
versus Judge Dredd. Aaron is doing the bulk.
Simon Bisley hardcover, which is the one I backed. But here's the issue. There's no covers seen yet, right? He didn't put any covers up yet because I'm assuming, I think on the campaign it says they're being worked on right now. Personally, I would have waited to have at least one, especially if it's going to be a 3-day campaign. So that's,
well, you have a
that's the thing.
lot of fan base for Rambo.
Yes.
It kind of, it would help, right? It would be great to see
For the
something,
cover?
but there's going to be so much fandom that people are just going to buy into this. Like
Right, but
crazy.
getting back to the 3-day campaign thing, it's
Yeah.
going to shorten the amount of eyes that can get on just because of the time frame,
Well, if he's just going to go in demand, then
Right, and that's the thing. Is he going to go? I assume he's going to go on demand, or maybe he's just seeing how high he could get in those 3 days, and then he's going to extend it because he could extend still.
Yeah, that's
but we'll
true.
see. Hold up, Butch Geis is on this. Yeah, we'll get into that. There's a bunch of awesome artists on this. Aaron Alfeche, I really like his stuff on here too.
Bulk of the story at 40 pages. The other 24 pages of First Kill are by Renzo Rodriguez, Butch Geis, Matt Barr, and Kenneth Lowe. So here's the line art by Aaron Alfeche.
The Aaron
which will be
Alfeche art.
colored before it goes to print. And come on, I mean, the phrase "level up" does not do this justice. The featured perk is the Critical Drinker bundle. That comes with the First Kill graphic novel, a new kind of war.
You get all
book.
the perks. You know it is. We could go through the campaign here.
It's already 20,000 almost.
Yeah, let me do a little refresh.
250
Hit that-
backers.
Hit the F5.
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 22,600. So you just do $800 right there.
Yeah. So here's some. I assume this is Matt Barr's stuff. I don't know who's coloring him, but he's doing 6 pages. So most of the artists are just doing 6 pages, and then Aaron Alfeche is doing 40 of the bulk. And then this here is the supplemental story by Kenneth Lowe, who has kind of like a very abstract, almost watercolory style. If I were to guess, I think this is the same artist who did his Knife Hand book, because it looks like that, almost has a Metal Gear Solid look to it. And then here is the main book information. Dale Keown cover, excited for it. Bisley, super excited for it. Let's scroll here, see who else is on the book. Oh, variants. He didn't really talk about the variants. Kanan White of ISOM. Wait a second. No one told me Kanan White was on ISOM. All right. What is all this? Kanan White of ISOM's doing an alt cover. We got Aaron Alfeche alt cover. Everybody's doing Kenneth Lowe alt cover. So I think that this one is the Kenneth Lowe alt cover. Wait, how do you get these? Oh, and Richard's doing an alt cover too. I just got the hardcover pack. The thing is, I wish you would add these variants as add-ons, because I didn't see them. I think you have to. Let me see here. Oh, you get to choose. So when you get the variant, you click here, and then there's a pop-down tag where you could choose, I would assume. So that's good. But I wish you would add them as an add-on. I'm sorry for ignoring the chat, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying. Shelby's excited for Butch Geis. We got artist that the Knife Hand. Alfeche drew 40 pages. Alfeche is great. Where's the Shelby Robertson hardcover, though? I would buy that. Hell yeah. Kanan Kenneth's got that Metal Gear Solid style. I remember his name in ISOM. Promos. Yeah, so the thing is about that is Kanan White did the ISOM cover, but he used a pen name for whatever reason. What is Zach doing on this? Well, Zach's the publisher. He's doing a variant cover as well. It doesn't seem like he's writing anything. It seems like the main book is writing by Sly and Chuck Dixon, and then Critical Drinkers writing that supplemental book. Unless some of these mini stories, like, you know, how, so you got Renzo doing 6 pages, Butch doing 6, Matt doing 6. Maybe one of those or some of those are written by Zach. I'm not sure.
It'd be interesting to see what this tops out at.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like it's weird that somebody like Sylvester Stallone would sign on to a project like this with such limited promotion, you know, beforehand. Whereas like in movies, what is it? They take the production cost of the movie and then double that and then use that for promotion.
Right.
You know, so like here it's zero.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point too. Because even if this was released through the mainstream, through Image, they would have solicitations and promos in other books months ahead of time. You get a cover, you throw it in the back of Spawn that they're doing a freaking Rambo book. So
yeah, it's very, very unusual how this is and how he's, you know, working with this kind of production.
Yeah. Comics Legend says, I need to see the covers before I buy. Yeah, that would be awesome. You know, I would love to see those covers. Let's see, scrolling down here more. He gets a lot so here's a lot of, he does have a lot of art. So this looks like Renzo to me. Renzo Rodriguez art. We got this this is probably Butch. He kind of has like a more realistic style now. This is some more Matt Barr. This is Kenneth. And here's the Alfecci stuff. And I mean, I'd really dig Alfecci's work.
Really let's go to DeviantArt and type in the AI
Bisley Rambo.
Yeah, we could do a Bisley Rambo. We'll see what the cover is going to look like.
That's true.
And then you know if you want to buy it or not.
But it'll be interesting to see how well this does compared to something like the Expendables, which came out. Took a long time to hit people's hands, but he did fulfill it. And there was some buzz around that. So it'll be interesting to see this now. I feel like he did a little bit more front end promotion on that Expendables stuff, though. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just not remembering correctly. Biz will kill it. I think Dale will bring out his A game for this cover as well. Yeah, Dale seems really excited about this. And I'm excited to see all that stuff. Sly just probably uses this as a cheap proof of concept, shop it around later for like a movie. I don't know, because like he did the Expendables Go to Hell. I feel like that would just be a weird turn for the movie, you know, because there's dragons in there.
Right. But that could have been also cutting his teeth into comic books. And now, you know, he's getting the feel he might experiment more with ideas that he has that he does want to make into movies or Netflix series.
Oh.
How much did Expendables draw at the conclusion?
Let's look it up. Expendables Go to Hell. It has a Wikipedia page. Well, how come our books don't have Wikipedia pages? The hell?
Wikipedia.
Almost $300,000. We got 283.
And this was a 3-day campaign also?
No, I think pretty sure this was 60, you know, 30.
Okay.
I would imagine this was back in 2 years ago. At 4,000 backers.
Yeah.
Let's see what this Wikipedia page says. Look at that. How do we get Wikipedia pages, Brandon?
People have to make them for
you. I
don't know now, because it used to be you could make them yourself, and then now I don't know what the process.
Spindles
for
go
that
to
is.
hell. I'm jealous. Splatto Comics. Main characters, creative team. This is cool. I want one.
Richard Meyer doesn't have a Wikipedia page.
He doesn't. That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
If he did, would link to that CG page probably.
That's why.
There you go. That's cool. Interesting. Let's be. I would have a Alfecci art at the very top. Oh yeah, instead of that picture of Sylvester Stallone in his football uniform as the first image. Interesting. So I was saying earlier, it's interesting they didn't put Rambo in the title.
Well, it's because the first Rambo movie
First Blood
was not called Rambo.
Right. But for just internet Googling sake,
Well, it's in
Rambo-
the, what is this thing here called?
Your little like synopsis.
Yeah, it's
bit.
there. So
It's there.
within the first 10 words on the page.
And he's using it.
Yeah.
I would have called it Rambo First Kill. Because all the subsequent Rambo films have Rambo in it. That tie it all together.
Right. Yeah.
So basically this is a prequel. This is Vietnam days before he before First Blood. This is his first outing in the military in Nam. Like, we got Noah in the chat. What's Noah say? Noah says you get Wikipedia pages by being important.
Thanks.
Thanks, Noah. They make a man feel big. Let's see. We got how much time we got until the stream starts?
I don't know, 5 minutes.
No, we got 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to bring up on the show. So go check that out. I mean, you have a while to decide. You got about 48 hours to decide if you want to back that one. Think about it. Weigh which cover you want. There's only one available on the campaign. But he did say Bisley is a legend on the campaign page, so I appreciate that. So does the Biz.
Shelby saying check your DMs.
Checker DMs. All right, this before I check my DMs, he just sent me a picture here. Maybe I'll check them right now. This actually not a bad idea for a cover. This is what Shelby's cover would look like if he was hired to do a Rambo cover. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. They're shininess. He's glistening.
See, I don't know about this though. I mean, he's got the jacked arms, he's glistening,
Right.
but John Malin's going to say that horse looks like a pony.
It does. It looks a little too small. I could see that. You know, the gun is this big and the horse's head and stuff. Could be the perspective. You know, people when you're standing there and then the girlfriend's like, well, why don't we ask that guy to take a picture of us?
Right.
And they take a picture of you and the camera's like doing this thing. I think that's what Shelby, how he draws.
Yeah, it was a little weird perspective, but at the same time, realistic also looks like AI art.
No,
So-
yeah, but here's the thing. Rambo doesn't get that jacked until the third or fourth movie.
Yeah, Rambo 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, guys, sign up. We have the Lost Pages 3 Crimstone sign up live on Indiegogo. Sign up to the mailing list. You'll be getting a kick-ass foil exclusive trading card, just like the previous campaign. This thing is action-packed. I just got the script back from the editors and really enjoying working on this one and getting pages. And I just got a new colored page in today. It is mind-blowing. It's the reveal of the badass imaginary fiend that is Wastoid, the bad guy in the Crimstone story. I can't wait for you guys to see that page. It's going to be on the campaign when it launches. But make sure you sign up to know all the information about this and so you can get that awesome trading card. Silhouette action, Crimstone action, and the first time ever we're doing a figure, a bust. So you could see here, I actually have the printout here. We showed it last week, but if you guys weren't here, where's my camera switch?
Transition.
Check this out. Boom, baby. Crimstone. It'll be a version of this. It's going to be smaller. This is kind of a big printout. Wanted to see all that detail in there. He's got his ribbed tongue for her pleasure. And then we got Jazz up top on the shoulder, jacked out of his mind. You could paint it. You could send it to Eddie Winkler to paint. I'm sure you could paint him, pay him to paint it. Or I heard Aldous is a painter as well of minifigures. So we're going to try to make this a similar size of what Shane's figure is.
This is just the bigulated version.
The bigulated version. It's going to be smaller amount of pieces as well. So sign up for all the news around the campaign. Wait, I think I have a cool... Did we show this last time? Yeah, look at that.
A picture.
There's another Jazz head there. So she's got her mask off and sunglasses up. But it's a PNG. Look at it. You can see us still.
A little bit. A little bit of a PNG, except for down here.
That's right.
Down there. Right down there. Right
here.
Down there. Right down here. You can't even see my hand because it's not a PNG.
All right, we get it. Let's see what people are saying. Citizen Ronan, what did he say? They don't understand Shelby's genius. Gyro Wastoid. I love that name. Hell yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's where the character came from. Just that name. Wastoid. That looks great. Yeah, it's gonna be a big book. I think it might even be a couple pages longer than Lost Pages 2. So we'll break the bank on this one for sure. $500 plus $1 million Sly isn't exactly positioned himself to be a hurting unit.
$500
plus $1 million.
Plus $1 million.
Sly isn't exactly.
So that's a $1,500,000.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. I guess until the government takes a third of it.
Yeah, I guess that's the show, guys. We talked a lot about death today, but we're celebrating those people. You know, go watch some Batman this weekend, Batman animated series, and probably for the first time, look up some Gallagher videos. I might do that.
Or you could take a book out of Phil or a page out of Phil's book, DeviantArt. Look up Gambit.
Yeah,
you'll like what you see.
Look up some Gambit on DeviantArt. Go to page 7. And let me know what you see there. Right now, I'm going to be going over to Bancroft's show. So if you guys stay in this chat, it will redirect you to his channel. So you don't have to push anything. You go get some popcorn, go use the bathroom break or a bio break, as we used to call them. Bio break. Get some snacks, fill up on water. Like I'm going to have to go get some water and hang tight here. Stay tuned for Bancroft show. We're going to be talking about the Lost Pages 2 and more about the upcoming campaign, the upcoming book. And if you guys are on the edge, you haven't read the Lost Pages yet, hopefully we'll convince you. You could still back it. We're going to be shutting down the campaign probably this weekend and moving everything over to our website for the Lost Pages. But it is 9 o'clock and we're going to boogie on over. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Just stay here and hang out for Bancrofts.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, everybody. See ya.
See ya.